Hey guys, hope everything is going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance on YouTube. I got a few more subscribers, so if you can help me grow that channel, it would be appreciated. That's also one of my hobbies, so I'd like to see any like-minded individuals. We could share ideas. I've already gotten one guy to message me, and I'm gonna probably do a podcast with him. It's not gonna be a live stream. It's just gonna be a little more challenging with sharing screens and all that for a live stream for me. It's just a little easier on my end to do a podcast that way. But anyways, in regards to this video, I had a well-known individual, I'm not going to mention this person's name, he messaged me on IG and he told me that, hey, this is what needs to be talked about. And he was a bit peeved at Jeff Wilson's video. And he suspects that other people were as well. This was when Jeff announced that he had spent $500,000 in buying sports cards, I think this past summer. And just my thoughts about it, if he wants to show his cards, this is just my opinion. If he wants to show his cards, what he bought, okay, fine. As long as you're not pumping and dumping, okay. Now, would I be buying LeBron James cards even though they took a hit on some of these nice looking cards of his? No, I wouldn't touch it, because even though probably you'll see price appreciation from these levels, LeBron James is a divisive guy, right? Whether or not you like him. And just looking at that aspect, I suspect less people would buy him, and there isn't that much room for growth for him because the Lakers team isn't the best team in the league anymore. So I'm just looking at that and I'm thinking, okay, LeBron has 4 rings. They'll probably be the same unless he's able to get a super team again, but he attracts older players, so that's the issue for him. I would suspect that if I were to speculate and had Jeff Wilson money, I'd put more money in Giannis, and I did see that he did buy a Giannis card as well. But yeah, I would just look for younger guys specifically. Now, in terms of what this individual is saying that to me, he was saying that, hey, look, if I were one of the people that were subscribed to him, I'd be a little peeved. And the question then he posed is, what happens if is he going to announce when he's flipping, right? That's the thing. So he was trying to say, what's the responsibility of content creators, influencers, etc., for saying, hey, I bought this card? Should that be disclosed that, hey, how long you think you're holding it for? What's the intention? Is it part of your collection? And I do believe that Jeff did say that, hey, this is for my collection, and then he did say I am investing. And I don't know what the time frame is. Now, sometimes you're forced to liquidate your cards earlier because, hey, an expense comes out of nowhere. There's repairs in my house, like I mentioned. Some expense came out of nowhere, so I have to sell some of my cards just to pay off those expenses, right? I don't want to dip into savings or other investment accounts. So I may have to down the road, but that's what I'm doing right now. And I understand if people have to sell their cards, but now the issue is, are people using their platform to hype up their cards? And I suspect there are influencers out there doing that. I thought there was something funky going on with Star Wars. I thought something funky was going on with the Marvel PMGs, and now with the Marvel cards, suspect something was going on with the NBA Top Shot. some hanky-panky going on. But there is one other aspect which I think will probably rub people the wrong way. Now, this is what I would not do. So, from what I saw, it appears that the great curator is going to be making some sort of Star Wars index for market movers. I saw this on IG. Someone sent it to me. I'm blocked, so I have to go through hula hoops to see his profile. And if you are creating an index for Star Wars and you go on videos saying that, hey, I'm all about the collector, but you ended up flipping a $10,000 card, or you made a $10,000 profit, I mean, those two things don't match up, in my opinion. Maybe I don't understand. I've done videos on this. And the fact is, so if Curator is making this index, and if Market Movers has this coming out, is that a conflict of interest? I would say probably yes. Some people would say no. It's all opinion based, but now I'm just thinking out loud, are you making an index based on the collection that you have? I think there needs to be disclosures on, if it's part of the index, you need to say, hey, how long you plan on holding it for, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because with these cards, it is pretty illiquid in the sense that there aren't that many transactions. I've told you that, hey, Apple stock has millions of shares traded on a daily basis. Some of these Star Wars cards, what? You could have maybe 20 to 30 transactions per month, couple of months, whatever it is. So I think that's a huge problem. And the other issue that I'm seeing with some of these companies is that, is there a conflict of interest in the people providing these indices, or not indices, but these market data tools, and promoting the cards that they have with what you can access on their site, some of the scarcer cards out there. Now, it may just be coincidental because, hey, look, I found a sale on platform XYZ, then fine. But I think there could potentially be some issues out there because, hey, you provide a service and you're buying up these cards and you're only showing, or you're trying to promote the cards that you're buying, right? Now, the counter argument to me will be like, hey, we have tens of thousands of cards. So to say that, hey, we're hyping up my card, well, that's irrelevant. But I think it's still a topic that needs to be discussed, because now what I suspect, and I had a conversation with Don that I got on a few weeks ago, and we're talking about, hey, when this next phase of the market, when the next melt up happens, whenever that is, Wall Street's going to get on it, or the Wall Street type of guys are going to get on it, and they're going to do some indexing. And you already see Card Ladder doing indexing. You see, it seems that they're coming up with the Star Wars index. And once again, you cannot compare stocks and the market to sports cards, because once again, the issue of volume or liquidity, it's not the same at all. And it's very easy for influencer marketing to hype up cards with low volume, and it's easy for some other content creators to promote their cards. That's why I'm very careful now in what I show. If I show something, it's on IG where I have less viewers, so I do that on purpose. Some people say, show me your cards, show me your cards, show me your cards. I'm like, I post them on IG because I have, 675 followers, something like that. And here on YouTube, I could get maybe 400 views, sometimes 1,000. So I'm very careful now these days, even though I don't have a big channel, right? Close to 1,800 subscribers. But I do realize that, hey, as I get bigger, I have to be very careful in how I showcase a card. I'm still going to show cards, but I'm going to be very careful in how I do so. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that influencers, content creators, people with market data tools, they need to be careful in how they present their cards? Could there be conflicts of interest out there? Let me know. There's no right or wrong answer, but I'm just doing this video because someone big in the hobby was somewhat peeved at Jeff Wilson's video, and I wanted to address that. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.